Hi guys, in this video we're going to be looking at an article from Blabbermouth which talks about an interview between Chaoszine and TRIVIUM'S Corey Beaulieu. I hope I said that right. But before I continue, I just got two things to say. When commenting, please be respectful in the comments, and the other thing is I'm going to leave links to check out songs by Machine Head. So enough about that, let's go on with the show. So recently, TRIVIUM'S guitarist Corey Beaulieu spoke to Finland's Chaoszine about the band's recently completed US tour with the likes of MEGADETH, Lamb of God and HATEBREED. The trip marked the full group's first run of shows since the start of You Know What. I'm going to share some quotes from Corey in regards to the preparation of the tour, some of the procedures that the bands and crew had to adhere to, and possible outcomes going forward. So before the tour, all the bands and the management were like, with every tour that's going out, they can be as strict or unstrict as they want it to be. Whatever the protocols, the headliner deems how they want to roll, and everyone wanted to make sure that we got through the tour. So we had pretty strict protocols, not super strict, but it was basically no one was doing in-person meet and greets. We weren't doing any guests or anything backstage, and basically backstage was if you were indoors going to your dressing room or catering or something, it was like make sure you wear a mask. When we go to catering, grabbing food, and then we go and eat outside, it was kind of bubbling up where each band and crew kind of stayed to themselves, so there wasn't a lot of cross-band mingling as there usually would be or something like that. And the crew guys were on stage working and stuff, and everyone was masked up, and then we would wear masks to go on stage and go and play and masked up as we walked away. So everyone just stayed away from each other's camp as much as possible. And if you do talk or hang out or something, everyone was in the backstage parking lot or something. We just wore masks, and there was sanitizer everywhere and everything like that. And then we tested a lot as well. It was a pain in the you know what to test that much, but it was a payoff playing shows and playing big shows which was definitely worth the hassle. They did some mandatory testing some places where it was like everyone on the tour had to test before. As soon as you got off the bus, you go and test, and as soon as you got a negative test, you got a wristband and you were able to go backstage and stuff like that. We had someone in our crew that the first weekend of the tour ended up testing positive, unfortunately. So we got tested every day before we were allowed to be in, but just to make sure no one else got sick from being on the bus. But everyone on our bus was vaccinated, so no one caught it from them. So we just kind of let him at the hotel for 2 weeks, and he came back when he was feeling better. We were all vaccinated, so no one caught it. He was vaccinated, so he was pretty much fine. He felt a bit bad for a couple of days, but he just had to stay away for a little while till he was actually like, okay, I feel fine, but I'm still not testing negative. Just stuff like that. And where you just had to take a little extra precaution because there's so many people involved on the tours, and if someone in the band, luckily no one on any of the bands got sick or anything, but you just don't want to, there's a lot of money on the line, and when you have to cancel shows, so we all soldiered on, and it was a successful tour, and so we're happy to show people that you can make it through and it's not all Doomsday out there for touring acts. The last 3 shows of the metal tour of the year in Toronto, Laval and Quebec City were postponed to next year's spring due to restrictions in Quebec's province and international logistical issues. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, what you think about this. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.